What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hey friends, it's Desiree Josen.
Because they usually go all out for Bengals.
I loved it. And stop and be like, this is amazing.
I just think this is awesome for the both of them.
Hey, what's crackin' everybody? WWE Hall of Famer, The Godfather, and I want you to watch the #1, that's right, the #1 podcast, Chutes and Ladders. See you there. Peace.
Here are your hosts, Jason and Desiree.
Chutes and Ladders, SummerSlam Night 2 recap. What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Desiree Josen.
Dez was live in the building once again. We're getting the real fan perspective. We're talking about the biggest moments, wildest reactions, match grades, and the moments you simply had to be there for. Dez, what are your initial thoughts?
Night 2 was definitely the better of the nights. So much fun to be up close and personal, but I can't wait to talk about it.
Absolutely. All right, let's roll into the surprise of the night. It was supposed to be Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor. Instead, we had a four-way between Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, and Gunther. Dez, what are your thoughts? What's your grade? And what's your fan moment?
Let me tell you, we as fans, especially in that stadium, we're really feeling and going through the emotions of this first match because we were already mentally prepared for Sami and Finn. And, it's not going to be like this banger, but we were all rooting for Finn at this point. Then, we hear Gunther's music, and everyone's like, oh, no! And it was just like this collective, grunt, ugh.
I was one of them.
What is he doing here? And I'm like, okay, all right, fine, another person for Finn to beat. And then, what do you know? Nick was not done, and we got to see the return of Kevin Owens. And the crowd went crazy. Everyone jumped to their feet, hollering, and what a welcome. And it was such a good surprise. I was like, this is what I wanted from SummerSlam. I want this. I want these surprises back to back. And the match wasn't terrible. It was fun to watch. It was a lot of action. We got to see, I always jokingly say Kevin Owens is like a toddler when he wrestles. I feel he just throws his body, and that's exactly what we got to see. I'm glad he's in great health and great shape. And do I feel that he should automatically get the #1 contender place? I don't know. That I always feel a little weird about those kind of returns where they automatically get something. But I don't hate it out of the 4, except I wanted Finn to win. But overall, not too bad. It was a great surprise, and because of that, I give it an A-.
Yeah, I'm giving this an A- as well. I still think Finn Balor should have won, but the fact that I think they're feeding out the crowd. If you're going to bring Kevin Owens like that, you have to let him out. You have to give him and let him have his high moment, and he did. So I can't really complain. No. But yeah, I'm going to give it A- because this is definitely. I didn't expect this to be the opener, but I'm actually really glad it was.
Yeah. Now we know why.
Exactly. Okay. Now let's talk about. I have a feeling you're going to go off on this one. Baron Corbin versus Trick Williams. This definitely kind of surprised a lot of people, myself included. If you were a betting man or woman, you would have made some money had you bet on Corbin. Dez, what are your thoughts, your grade, and your fan moment?
I did not enjoy this at all. I loved seeing Trick. I think he is just so much fun to watch. You can't keep your eyes off of him. Little yachties out there, we're like, throw us some money. He didn't. But with Baron coming back, it's a fun surprise, but we're just like, So he didn't get very much of a pop like Trick did, obviously, but it was a very short match. I figured he was going to lose his title. I just look at it this way. He just has something bigger and better for him in the future. So whatever. But yeah, it was whatever. It was an okay match. That was like the downer for me for the night, but no big deal. So just because I know Trick is, he's got more in his future. So with that, I'll give it like a B minus.
Okay, I'm going to give this the miss of the night.
I don't like it.
And listen, apparently Baron Corbin is a locker room favorite, and I think that's very important. Anyone that's played sports, anyone that played sports, that's a huge component to have a veteran leader that, kind of rallies the troops, keeps everybody up. I think that's awesome. I still think he looks stiff. There were a lot of spots that he had that were just did not look right. I think there were times that he was actually slowing down Trick Williams, and I don't understand why. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I understand, being a locker room favorite, it's important, but I don't know. He definitely looks stiff. I don't think he was deserving of winning the title, but they're going to let him run with the storyline. I mean, I don't see him holding the title long. I got to be honest with you. So, I'll give this a C. I did not like this match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, now let's talk about potential match of the night. Women's ladder match. We called it Chelsea Green, Tiffy Stratton, Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair, and Lash Legend. Des, what are your thoughts? Grade, and give me your fan moment.
Loved it. A lot of people, obviously, because she was the hometown girl, hometown sweetheart, everyone was cheering for Tiffany. And I said, no. We're going to get our girl, Chelsea Green. And I got to meet her this weekend at SummerSlam TakeOver. So that's my picture, because I'm so proud of her. And she is just amazing in person. She's beautiful. She's just lovely. And, I met her, what was it, Saturday? So the next day, I was already in, like, my honeymoon phase with her already mentally, where I'm like, oh, my girl is gonna win, and she's a champion. And what do you know? She did. So through the match, there were some spots where I was like, holy shit, that hurts. It was insane to watch it in person. But then I just sat there watching Chelsea dangle like a little doe caught in like a bush, and she's just like wailing, and I'm like, get up, Chelsea, get up. And then finally she just ends up just levitating her ass back up to the ladder, and she won. And I'm like, it's happening. And I jumped to my feet. I'm so excited. This is so well deserved. And I love the fact that during the post show she was like, I'm going to dedicate this to Michael Hayes. And I'm like, that's right, girl, you rub it in his face. So I'm just happy for her. So because of that, I'm giving it an A. 100%
A. This was amazing. Listen, everyone knows how much I love ladder matches. I love Money in the Bank. I love when there's a title hanging. It makes for so much fun. There's always going to be, holy smokes, moments. There definitely was multiple times. One of them was just what you referenced. Chelsea was dangling, pulled herself back up, and grabbed the title. I don't think that's ever happened before. So the fact that she was able to do that, hats off, 100% A, 100% a huge Chelsea Green fan. I think it makes it so much cooler that you met her in person. She was just as amazing. But yeah, so happy for her. This is really, really cool. Definitely A. Honestly, could potentially be match of the night.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about the match that we were hoping would go quick. Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio. Wasn't as bad as I thought, personally, but Des, what are your thoughts, your grade, and your fan moment?
It could have been worse, right? Danhausen is always going to be a hit, and then watching the little kids get so excited when he comes out and do the cursed thing, they're having so much fun, so you can't hate it. And if this is introducing them to the life of wrestling and to the world of it, then so be it. But what I loved was Dom came out first, and they have the little monies thing on the turnbuckle, and in my head, if I was a heel, I would just walk up there and just snatch it before the match even started. And that's what Dom was trying to do. He walked up and kept like tapping the bag, and the ref was like, "Get over here, Dom! Stop touching it!" And so it was fun. I give it like a C. Yeah.
I'm going to give this a B-. Listen, we wanted to be short. It was. No real complaints. I will say, back in the day, WWE used to have SmackDown and Raw recaps on Saturday morning that were more kid-friendly. I kind of wish they brought that back, and if they do, I would love for Danhausen to be a part of that. That's what I genuinely think. But overall, I can't complain.
Yeah, not bad.
All right. Now, let's go into a match where the fan favorite definitely won. Had a huge reaction. I absolutely loved it. I'm a fan. Des, Chad Gable versus Penta. What's your thoughts? What's your grade? And give me your favorite fan moment.
This was a no-brainer. As much as this was predictable, this was the right way to go. He is Minnesota's sweetheart. And let me tell you, everyone was screaming for him in the stadium. And it was exactly what we wanted. It was technical. It was a lot of cat and mouse, really great spots. And I think it was well-deserved. It was great. It was a good show. It was a good wrestling match. And ended exactly how it was supposed to. So with that, I'm giving it an A.
100% I'm giving it an A. I'm going to argue that this is Chad Gable's best match. Listen, this guy's worked so hard for the last however many years he's been wrestling in WWE. He had some ridiculous gimmicks. We wanted this moment to happen. It has. I love the vignettes of him just claiming Minnesota. I think the sky's the limit. I want Chad Gable to be the next world champion someday down the line. He's totally deserved it. I'm glad he had those, just these ridiculous gimmicks, because again, I think there are plenty of fans like me that are really pushing for him. My fan moments, obviously, towards the end where he was just thanking everyone, brought his family in. Penta gave him some love too. Listen, Penta's going to be back. He's going to end up winning the IC championship or something else. Yeah. But Chad Gable, hats off to you. Well deserved.
Yes.
All right, now let's talk about definitely going to be nominated for Match of the Year. Way better than I thought. I'm not going to lie. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Des, what are your thoughts? What's your grade? Give us your favorite fan moment.
Okay. Definitely the better of the night. So this was definitely a great way to end night 2. I'm a Seth fan. I am not a Roman Reigns girl. And God, his fans are really annoying. I will say it. All of the guys standing up there with their little pointer finger, praising their guy, and there was a couple of guys in front of me. It was so annoying, and I'm going to say it. When Seth came out, I love Seth, but he has really good entrances. He's really entertaining, and let's be respectful to everybody. They turn their backs, and they're pouting, and they're facing me, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, turn around and watch Seth come out. And they're just like, we refuse to look at who's not our tribal chief. And I was like, well, I don't want to look at you. Just turn him back around. So I just thought that was hilarious. I was like, y'all are, calm down. But anyways, that was my thing where I was like, y'all are crazy. But besides that, Seth comes out, huge pop. I love it. Very Buzz Lightyear. And then here comes Roman, looking fantastic as well. But I love these two together just because of the Shield. I love that they reference that. This was definitely one of their better matches of the year. Pure entertainment, lots of emotion. At the end, where they do their Shield thing, and then you're like, Dean is supposed to be right over there too. So, but I thought that was fun, and I loved it, and I love that they acknowledge that. So, do I think it's over? Yeah, I think this is the end of their rivalry. But let's get them all back together in a big happy family, and they can be brothers together. It was a great way to end SummerSlam. So I give it an A.
Yeah, 100% A. You could argue this is Roman Reigns' best match in WWE. Seth Rollins is up there too. This was definitely cool, definitely fun. A lot of back and forth, doing each other's finishers, performing their own finishers, kicking out. In the end, I think we knew that Roman was going to win, but I'm not going to lie. This is probably the best match of all SummerSlam either night. So, yeah, I'm going to give it an A. I liked it.
Yeah, even though I wanted Seth to win, Roman, if he's around, he's always going to hold a title. So whatever, that's fine.
For sure. All right, Des. Now we're going to do SummerSlam Shootout Part 2. You ready?
Sure.
All right. Match of the night.
I'm going to go with Seth and Roman.
For sure. Okay. Biggest surprise.
Kevin Owens.
Number 3. Loudest crowd reaction.
Selfishly, when Chelsea won.
Love it. Best entrance.
I really like Seth's.
Okay. Biggest WTF moment.
it was the first match when Gunther and Kevin Owens were announced.
Okay. MVP of night 2.
Chad Gable.
Oh, love it. Okay, and overall night 2 grade.
This was so much better than night 1, full of surprises, good quality matches, just tying up some loose ends. So I'm giving it an A.
100% I'm giving it an A. Listen, we know that SummerSlam is probably number 2 after WrestleMania. Obviously Royal Rumble's up there too, but this is a very important, PLE for WWE. I definitely think they brought it. This is why it's 2 nights. Night 2 was definitely a lot better, but I think in the end, this probably salvaged and gave SummerSlam overall an A grade.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. And Des, do you have any last final thoughts?
Yeah, it was great. Night 2 was obviously the banger of the weekend. We got some surprises over the weekend, and I'm excited to see where this leads for the last 6 months of the year. What is it, 4 months of the year? I don't know how to count. So, I'm excited to see where all of this leads, and definitely, if you can go to a PLE like this, definitely do it.
100%. All right, and that actually wraps up this episode. What are your thoughts on SummerSlam's Night 2? Please shoot us a DM at the Shoots and Ladders.
And like always, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube and Spotify.
Once again, my name is Jason.
I'm Desiree Josen.
All right, until next time, have a blessed day and a blessed week.
Have a great week. Bye, friends.
This was another episode of the Shoots and Ladders podcast.